Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In light of his cancer scare, King Charles made his first significant public appearance in almost 3 months, promising to do my best. After accompanying a smaller than usual royal family to the Easter service at Windsor Castle, the King shook hands with about 60 well-wishing guests. The service was missed by the Prince and Princess of Wales. The King has responded to treatment very encouragingly, according to palace aides, who also praised his arrival as a significant step and stated that the road ahead is looking very positive. Upon receiving a handshake from a royal enthusiast who wished him a speedy recovery, the King promptly responded, "I'm trying my best." "Never give in, keep going strong," exclaimed one of the fortunate few who had the opportunity to see the King. During his walkabout, the King is seen on camera shaking hands with about 60 people in 3 minutes. 8 weeks after Prince revealed his shocking cancer diagnosis and withdrew from active royal duties, a palace source praised the development as a significant step. "Today was a significant step," the source stated. "As is evident, the King has responded to treatment in a very encouraging manner over the past few weeks, allowing his doctors to slightly modify the recommendations regarding what His Majesty can now do, such as attending the Easter service and extending a warm welcome to those who have kindly come to show their support." To be clear, His Majesty is still receiving treatment, and caution is still advised. However, as summertime preparations are being finalized for the diaries, we hope to see more of these carefully measured steps toward the King's return to select public engagements, with modifications made as needed. Nothing is confirmed until closer to the date. Plans are still subject to change and medical advice. Nonetheless, the patient and the doctors are quite optimistic and full of hope. While His Majesty has of course been undertaking all his official duties in private, and has been photographed at a number of smaller palace engagements, hopefully today has offered wider public reassurance that His Majesty is doing well and that the road ahead is looking very positive. Undoubtedly, the move is fantastic news for a royal superfan who, dressed in a Union flag, gave a handcrafted get-well card to his new senior equestrian, Alticole Johnny Thompson, and appeared ecstatic. After struggling to take the card out of its envelope, Charles exclaimed, "That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Have you succeeded?" The King was also greeted by Katrina Warne of Brookwoods, Surrey, who later said, "I sent my best and said we all want him to get well soon. I'm trying my best," he said. "I must admit, he looked really well, much more impressive in person than in his most recent photos. It was incredible to meet him. What a charming man." When he asked another well-wisher if they had come to view the castle, the King smiled. She said to him, "No, we've come to see you." "I am deeply moved," he answered. "Happy Easter, Your Majesty. Never give in. Keep going strong," explained a well-wisher, to which Charles chuckled, glancing at Camilla at his side. "I just obey my instructions." After making the trip up from Portsmouth, Sharon Libby said, "We are all rooting for you, sir. We've got your back." "I just wanted him to know he is loved," she remarked subsequently. "He looked remarkably well considering the situation. I was really moved to see him today." Earlier in the state Bentley, Charles and Camilla had arrived for the yearly service. They waved to the few people who were allowed inside to see the royals, which included members of the public and employees of the Windsor estate. The King greeted someone with "Happy Easter" and said, "And to you too." He saw Anne Daly, a Cardiff resident who had come down by train, waving a Welsh flag. "See, she's from Wales," the King gestured to Camilla. The royal fan was informed by Charles, "You're very brave to stand out here in the cold." Why Charles bravely disclosed that he had cancer. King Charles courageously revealed his cancer diagnosis, defying royal protocol. Senior royals have previously kept quiet about their health issues. Charles' grandfather, George VI, was the last high-ranking royal to receive a cancer diagnosis. 6 months before his death, In September 1951, George, a heavy smoker, had his left lung removed due to structural abnormalities. The abnormalities turned out to be a deadly carcinoma, yet George's cancer experience remained unknown to the public. Charles wished to raise public understanding for cancer victims around the world by disclosing his diagnosis. After the incident, Miss Daly stated, "I shouted back, 'Yes, I'm from Wales, and I came here specifically to see you.' He looked absolutely marvelous, really well." She went on, "I wanted to express my support for the Princess of Wales and King Charles, who are both receiving our best wishes. Wales misses her, and we want to let them know that we do too. Even if she is not present, she is still remembered." Others in the family arrived at St. George's Chapel minutes before the King and Queen did, for what aides nicknamed Easter Light. Because Kate is receiving chemotherapy as a precautionary measure, the Prince and Princess of Wales were not present at the service. Prince Andrew, the younger brother of the King who has caused scandal, came in a car accompanied by Princess Anne and her spouse, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence. The embarrassed Duke of York, who was ridiculed for beaming and grinning when leading the royal family on foot to the chapel for a Thanksgiving ceremony last month, stayed away from the public. Sarah Ferguson, 64, his ex-wife, accompanied him. In the previous 9 months, she had both skin cancer and breast cancer. Since her divorce from Andy 28 years prior, Fergie has never before attended an Easter Mass. The first automobile arrived, carrying the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh and their 16-year-old son, James, Earl of Essex. Along with his family, who were positioned in the stalls as usual, the King took his place within the chapel in the sovereign's seat, which is located in front of the altar. Since receiving a cancer diagnosis, the King has avoided big gatherings because of his continued medical care. His participation was part of a meticulously planned mourning in which, by the physician's recommendation, he made the fewest personal contacts possible within the facility as part of their risk management strategy while receiving treatment. He opted not to attend the luncheon or the reception, driving himself and the Queen back to Windsor Castle. In an indication that he might be recovering, he did, however, attend a symposium on religious understanding and tolerance last week at Buckingham Palace. His largest public appearance since Christmas Day at Sandringham took place yesterday. Sunday marks the King's first public appearance since being diagnosed with cancer at a royal gathering. A reduced number of royals will be led by robust Charles during the sacred Easter Sunday church service at Windsor Castle. However, Robert Jobson, a royal author, asserts that he will experience ghosts of Easter's past. When the 75-year-old revealed that he would be receiving treatment for an unidentified kind of cancer at the beginning of February, he withdrew from public engagements. He has persisted in performing his official duties, which include meeting with the Prime Minister on a regular basis and going over and signing official documents. And Charles will be back in the spotlight for the first time in almost 2 months at this Sunday's service. However, royal author Robert Jobson asserted that the ghosts of Easter's past will haunt him. The royals are scheduled to come. Confirmed by Buckingham Palace, the King and Queen will be present for the Easter Sunday service. Other senior royals will be present for the service with Charles and Camilla. However, because Kate is receiving preventative chemotherapy, the Prince and Princess of Wales, together with their 3 kids, will be missing the occasion. Since they moved back to California after resigning as senior royals in 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will not be present. The estrangement of Prince Harry and Meghan adds another layer of complexity amid all the unresolved tensions within the family, royal biographer Jobson stated. All eyes, therefore, will be on the King and how he copes with this public outing as he faces his own cancer diagnosis with courage and conviction. Although Prince Andrew and his daughters are anticipated, it's not certain if Sarah Ferguson, his ex-wife, will be present. The new Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Edward and Sophie, as well as the Princess Royal and her family will be present. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.